Hello friends, welcome to wifistudy.com. Changing the way of learning presents current affair 2017 April 3rd week in English. So friends, in this video we are going to cover each and every important thing from the third week of the April. As first of all we will going to check out all the important news from the international section, after that national, then trade and banking, economics, sports, everything we are going to cover in this video. So friends, if you are weak in a vocab and not able to score good marks in a vocab, then you can download our vocab 24 app, in which you will get a daily The Hindu editorial. Apart from it, 10 new words you will get daily. And friends, if you like this video, please subscribe us so that we can provide more videos, more content for your upcoming exam. So friends, let's start from the international section first. After that we are going to cover the national. So let's see the first question, that is Sagarmatha Friendship 2017 is a military exercise between Nepal and. So friends, recently one of our neighbor conducted a military exercise with another neighbor. Okay, and the name of that exercise is the Sagarmatha Friendship 2017. So let's see the news first. After that we are going to pick up the answer. Nepal and China will hold the first ever military exercise. So it was a first ever military exercise, friends. Okay, so Nepal and China. So your answer is China, and first of all they conducted their first military exercise, and India also provided some issue over that military exercise also, but that was neglected, and Nepal and China continued their military exercise. Okay, the name of this exercise is the Sagarmatha Friendship. And what is this Sagarmatha, friends? Sagarmatha is a Nepali name of Mount Everest, the world highest peak that is bordering between Nepal and China. So first of all, you need to remember that the Sagarmatha Friendship military exercise is between the Nepal and China. Secondly, it was their first military exercise, and last, that Sagarmatha is a Nepali name of Mount Everest. Okay, so these are the three important things that you need to remember from this part of the story. Which city has hosted the meeting of BRICS envoy on Middle East? So BRICS envoy. So first of all, friends, I like to tell you some more information about the BRICS. This BRICS was previously BRIC. Okay, that is Brazil, Russia, India and China. But in 2010, South Africa joined this group, and this group became the BRICS. And this BRIC members are all developing or newly industrialized countries, and China will host the 9th BRICS summit in Siam. So this is also important that in 2017 the BRICS meeting will be going to conducted in China. Okay, so this is another important thing that you need to remember. And this BRIC term was coined in 2001 by the chairman of the Gold Shack Assets Management, that is Jim O'Neill. Jim O'Neill was the person who coined this term, that is BRIC. Okay, and in his publication Building Better Global Economic BRICS, so that was the first time this word was used, and Jim O'Neill was the person who coined this term. Okay, so your answer is Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam city hosted the meeting of BRICS envoy on Middle East. Who has won Times Magazine 2017 Leaders Poll of the 100 most influential people in the world? So recently Time Magazine published Leaders Poll of the 100 most influential people in the world, okay, of 2017. So who topped in this list? Let's see the news first. Philippine president, that is Rodrigo Duterte, has won the Time Magazine Leaders Poll of the 100 most influential people in the world. And Narendra Modi, our PM Narendra Modi, however, didn't gather any yes vote in the online survey. So your answer is Rodrigo. He is a Philippine president, and he is very famous for his operation against the drug dealer and all these things. Okay. World Heritage Day is observed on which date? So 18th April is observed as a World Heritage Day, okay, which is celebrated as also International Day for the Monument and Sites, and another name is World Heritage Day. And theme of this year is the Culture, Heritage and Sustainable Tourism. This is the theme of this year. Okay, this is important that you need to remember. And second is 18th April. Which country has recently abolished 457 visa? Very important question, friends, because by abolishing this visa, Indians techie or the Indians employees are very much affected by this law. So let's see the news. Australia has abolished a visa program used by over 1,95,000 temporary foreign workers, majority of them Indians, to tackle the growing unemployment in the country. So because there is a growing unemployment in the Australia, okay, they made some strict law, and the name of that program is a 457 visa, which allow business to employ foreign workers for a period up to the 4 years in a skilled job where there is a shortage of Australian workers. Okay, and the majority of this visa holder is from India, UK, China, and the country which made this law is Australia. So your answer is Australia. What is the name of a military exercise between India and Russia? A very important question, friends. You need to remember the different name of the different exercises which is conducted between the India and the different countries. Okay, so let's see the news first. India and Russia to upgrade military exercise. So India and Russia joined their hand to upgrade the military exercises. Okay, they come one step forward from bilateral military exercise to multilateral military exercises. Bilateral military exercises to multilateral. Okay, involving the three services, all the three services, that is Army, Navy, Air Force. Okay, there will be no separate exercise between the Navy, Army and Air Force. They are going to conduct a single multilateral level meeting or the exercises. Okay, and it has been agreed to them in a trial service format, as Senior Defense Ministry said, and the name of the exercise is Indra. Okay, Indra is the name of the exercise. IN represent India, IND, and RA represent Russia. Name of this exercise is Indra. So your answer is D. And there are some other exercises also that friends you need to remember. That first of all is the Mitra Shakti. There is another exercise named Mitra Shakti, which is between India and Sri Lanka. Then hand in hand is between India and China. And Surya Kiran. Okay, this Surya Kiran is between Nepal and India. And there is a nomadic elephant which was conducted between the India and Mongolia. We covered in the previous session also, previous second week of the April also. There is a Yudh Abhyas which is between the India and United States Emirates. Okay, and there is a Prabal Dostak also, which is between India and Kazakhstan. And there is a Al Nagha. There is another important exercise between Al Nagha, which is between India and Oman. So these are the important exercises that you need to remember. Which country will host BRICS Film Festival 2017? Okay, so previous 2016 BRICS Film Festival was conducted in New Delhi, and it was the first BRICS Film Festival which was held in New Delhi. Okay, and this is the second, and 2017 BRICS Film Festival will be going to host by China. So your answer is China. Which country will host UN Vesak Day 2017? Another important question. So Sri Lanka to host UN Vesak Day in 2017, and this Vesak Day is also known as the Buddha Purnima. Is a traditional holiday commemorated by the Sri Lanka majority Sinhala Buddhist, and there is a majority of the people from Buddhism in the Sri Lanka also. And Mahindra was the first person. Okay, Mahindra was the first person who was the son of the great king Ashoka, who spread this Buddhism into the Sri Lanka and other parts of the nations also. Okay, and he was the first Buddhist monk depicted in the Buddhist sources as bringing Buddhism to Sri Lanka, and he was the first born son of the Maurya Empire Ashoka, as I told you, from his wife Devi and elder brother of Sanghmitra. So your answer is Sri Lanka. India has made a $- contribution to the UN program for helping countries to hold elections and develop their electoral system. So India contributed some dollars to the UN program, okay, for helping countries to hold election and develop their electoral system. So what is the amount of that? So let's see the news. India has made a $2.50 lakh contribution to the UN program for helping countries to hold elections and develop their electoral system. And this is India's second contribution. Okay, this is India's second contribution of $2.5 lakh to the program for electoral assistance and capacity building. So your answer is A. Earth Day is observed on which date? Another very important question, friends. Earth Day is observed on 22 April across the globe, uniting more than 50,000 partners in nearby 195 countries. Diversify, educate and activate the environmental movement worldwide. And theme of this year is environmental and climate literacy. This is the theme of this year. Okay, this is very important that you need to remember, and your answer is 22 April. And there are some other things that I would like to share with you, that is in 2016 is very important. Okay, in this year, that is Earth Day 2016, the landmark Paris Agreement was signed by the US, China, India and the many different countries also. And this signing satisfied a key requirement for the entry into the force of the historic draft on Climate Protection Treaty adopted by the consensus of the 195 nations presented at the 2015 at the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Paris. Okay, so there was an agreement signed that is known as the Paris Agreement, which was on the climate protection. Okay, so and this year it was made. So this year was very important from the as far as climate is concerned. And in 1969 at a UNESCO conference in San Francisco, a peace activist John McNeill proposed a day to honor the earth and the concept of peace. And that was the first to be celebrated on 21st March. Okay, this Earth Day was previously celebrated on 21st March, and the person who started this is a John. Okay, John McConnell proposed this day to honor the Earth and to provide a peace and a very good environment to the Earth. And this was the first day of the spring in the Northern Hemisphere. And this day of nature equipoise was later sanctioned in the proclamation written by the McConnell and signed by the UN Secretary General, that is UTAND, at the United Nations. And later this month, a separate Earth Day was founded by the United States Senator, that is Nelson. Okay. After that, another Earth Day was celebrated by Nelson as a environmental check-in first held on 22 April. So after that, after the John, okay, Nelson was the person who started this Earth Day on 22 April, and for that he also got the Presidential Medal of the Freedom, and there is some another recognition or awards which was given to him. Okay, so from that time, okay, from the 1970s, this day was observed on 22 April. Okay, from 1970 onwards, this day is observed on 22 April. Previously, it was celebrated on 21st March. Okay, so these are the few important things that you need to remember, and your answer is B. Now let's see some national questions. The first question from the national news is the Karodi thermal power station is located in which state? So this is a very important question, friends, because PM Modi inaugurated this unit. And let's see the news. PM Modi has inaugurated various units of thermal power plant in Nagpur at Karodi, Chandapur and Parli with a total capacity of 3230 megawatts. Okay, and this thermal power plant is in Nagpur, and the Nagpur is in Maharashtra. So your answer is B. So Karodi thermal power station is in Maharashtra. And there are some other important thermal power stations also, friends, that you need to remember, like Vidhanchal is in MP. After that, Mundra thermal power plant is also very important. This is in Gujarat. Then Talcher, Jharsuguda, that is in Odisha, and Sitpam, Korba, that is in Chhattisgarh, and Rihad is also very important, which is in UP. So these are the another important thermal power stations that you need to remember. Now let's see another one, that is which state who recently banned plastic or polythene bags from May 1st. So let's see the news. Plastic or polythene bags will be banned in Madhya Pradesh from May 1st as the consumption of plastic bags causes a large number of cow death in the state. So that's why the Chief Minister, who's the Chief Minister of the MP, that is the Shivraj Singh Chauhan, has approved the proposal of imposing the ban of plastic from May 1st. So your answer is Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is a state who is going to ban plastic or polythene bags from May 1st. Which state has launched anti-corruption cell and digital application for review by public and nation, that is Darpan. Okay, so let's see the news. Manipur CM launches web application to check corruption. So who is the Chief Minister of Manipur? That is Biren Singh. Okay, and Biren Singh, by this name you can remember easily, has launched 2 applications to check corruption and to keep the track of the government activities. Okay, the 2 web applications were anti-corruption cell and digital application for review by public and nation. The name of that is Darpan. Okay, so your answer is Manipur. Manipur launched this application. Which state has launched CM Connect app? So to directly connect people to the CM, they launched this application. So let's see the news. Andhra Pradesh CM, that is Chandrababu Naidu, launched a new app, that is CM Connect, which runs on Microsoft Kazala platform at Secretariat. Okay, and he said that the app will be useful in receiving feedback from the public directly on any given issues. Okay, for the feedback they issued this application, and the name of the state is Andhra Pradesh. So your answer is C. Which city will has India's first private run railway station? Another very important question, friends, because Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu has recently said that for the first time in the Indian Railways history, Habibganj station in the Bhopal has been handed over to a private firm to be operated by it. Okay, so they are trying to provide all these management and the management of the railway stations to the private firm, so that it can be more handy, it can be more clean. Okay, so that's why they are doing this, and Bhopal became the first privately run railway station in India. So your answer is Bhopal, that is B. Which city is hosting Global Exhibition on Services 2017? So let's see the news. President of India, that is Shri Pranab Mukherjee, inaugurated 3rd edition of the Global Exhibition on Services at Rashtrapati Bhavan. And where is the Rashtrapati Bhavan? It is in New Delhi. So your answer is A, that is New Delhi. What does the letter S denotes in the term, that is RUSA? Refers to the HRD ministry. So recently HRD ministry launched a mobile application named RUSA, that is RUSA. Okay, and what does this letter S denotes in this application? So let's see the news first. That is HRD Minister. Who is the HRD Minister? That is Prakash Javadekar has launched the unique portal and mobile app of Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, a body under the aegis of the Ministry of HRD in New Delhi. Okay, and this application is made to provide higher education plans, decision of the state's higher education council, and details of the resources under the scheme. Okay, all the information that is from the HRD Ministry will be going to put in this application, and this application is going to be very much beneficial for the students. So what is this? What is the full form? First of all, that is the Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, and this S denotes Shiksha. So your answer is B, that is Shiksha. Which is the first to start special drive for transgenders to register as voters? Another important question. So let's see. Maharashtra is the first state to launch a special awareness drive to ensure that transgenders in the state register as voters in a greater number. Okay, to register transgenders as voters, Maharashtra government started a campaign or a special drive, okay, to register them as voters. So, and they started on 15th April, celebrated as 3rd Gender Day. So this is also very important thing, friends. 15th April is celebrated as 3rd Gender Day. First of all, you need to remember this. And second, Maharashtra is the state who started this drive. So C is your answer. Which state has launched Advanced Farming and Raised Farmer Scheme? Okay, so let's see news. Maharashtra announced a scheme to increase farmers' income. So Maharashtra government started this scheme, that is the advanced farming. Do the advanced farming that will going to enrich farmers. Okay, they want to increase the farmer income by cutting the production cost and increasing the output. Okay, and this scheme will be launched in the upcoming Kharif season. So your answer is Maharashtra. C is your answer. What is India's rank in a global FDI confidence index 2017? So another important question. So India jumps to 8th place on global FDI confidence index. Okay, and US topped the list with German, China is on the 2nd and 3rd, then UK, Canada is on the rest of the place. So your answer is B. Okay, B is your answer. India is on 8th place in the global FDI confidence index 2017. To whom after Agra airport has been named recently? So recently the UP government has changed the name of the Agra airport, and what is the name of it? Let's see. The UP cabinet has decided to name the civil terminal of Agra Kheria airport after BJP ideology, that is Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay. Okay, so they changed their name, that Agra airport name, with the BJP ideologies, that is Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay name. So your answer is B. National Civil Service Day is observed on which date? Okay, so Government of India has taken a decision to observe the 21st of April every year as a Civil Service Day. And the first function was held in Vigyan Bhavan, and the purpose of this day is to rededicate and recommit civil servants to the cause of the people. So your answer is 21st April. C is your answer. Which one of the following has been included in the Time magazine most influential people list 2017? So there are 2% from the India who included in this list. So let's see the name of them. PM Narendra Modi, which is a very often name. Okay, and second, that is Paytm founder Vijay Shekhar Sharma, were the only 2 Indians to make it into the annual list of 100 most influential people in the world this year, released by the Time magazine. This first name will not going to provide you so much influence, or this is the very usual name which comes in the influential people list. But the second name, that is the Paytm founder Vijay Sharma. Okay, Vijay Sharma will going to definitely provide you a back situation, because Paytm was doing so much investment and so much funding from the different part of the world, and that's why his name, that is Vijay Sharma, came into the 100 most influential people list 2017. Okay, so you can easily able to remember PM Narendra Modi name, but you need to remember this time that Vijay Sharma is also into the list of 100 most influential people list released by Time magazine in 2017. So your answer is, that is E, PM Modi and with Vijay Shekhar Sharma. These are the 2 people which included in this list. Apart from it, US President Donald Trump, Russian President, British PM, these are the other people which are included in this list of 100 most influential people. Which city will host Textile India 2017? So PM to inaugurate Textile India 2017 on June 30. Okay, and then PM Modi will going to inaugurate this event, that is a mega event showcasing the country as a global sourcing hub in Gandhinagar. Okay, and this program will be attended by some other people also, like Finance Minister, Textile Minister. Who is the Textile Minister? That is Smriti Irani. Okay, this is another name that you need to remember, and your answer is C. What is the name of a first made in India industrial robot? Another important question. First industrial robot made by an Indian company. So let's see the news. TAL Manufacturing Solutions, a unit of Tata Motors. Okay, who made this robot? First of all, you need to remember the TAL. TAL. It is a manufacturing solution made, which is a unit of Tata Motors, has launched a made in India industrial robot, which it claims will be 30 to 40% cheaper than competing products. And TAL, which also makes component for commercial airplanes, officially launched two variants of the robot named Bravo. Okay, so Bravo is the name of that, and your answer is D. Okay, Bravo is the name of that industrial robot, which is made by TAL Manufacturing Solutions. Which city is hosting India Steel 2017? Very important question, friends, because in India, because iron and steel industry is one of the most important industries in India. And if we take that 2014 and 15, India was the third largest producer of raw steel and the largest producer of sponge iron in the world. Okay, so that's why this news is important. And the Chaudhary Birendra Singh, Union Minister of Steel, inaugurated the 3-day India Steel 2017 at Mumbai. So your answer is Mumbai. A is your answer. Which country is helping India in developing BrahMos missile? Okay, so there is one of our partner in defense sector which is helping India to develop BrahMos missile. So what is this BrahMos, friends? First of all, you need to remember this. Okay, this BrahMos name derived from the two rivers. First is the Brahmaputra, which is in India, and second is the Moskva, which is in Russia. Okay, so this Brahma and Mos from the Moskva. Okay, so because of these two names, BrahMos came into the existence, and India and Russia is jointly developing this missile technology. And after India became a member of the Missile Technology Control Regime, that is MTCR, now India and Russia are now planning to jointly develop the new generation of BrahMos missile with 600 kilometer plus range. Okay, and with a pinpoint accuracy. Right now the accuracy of this BrahMos missile is 1 meter. Okay, and India and Russia is going to upgrade this BrahMos missile up to a pinpoint accuracy. Okay, and the speed of this BrahMos missile is 2.8 to 3.0 Mach. And so these are the important things that you need to remember. And this missile can be launched from the submarine, ship, aircraft, or land also. This is a very one of the fastest missile in the world, and it is the world's fastest anti-ship cruise missile in operation right now. Okay, so your answer is Russia. India is developing this missile with Russia. Now let's see some trade and banking news. Let's see the first question from the trade and banking. What is the full form of PCA with reference to bad loans? So within a week of promising to issue new guidelines to resolve bad loans problem, RBI has issued a new set of enabling provisions under the label of revised prompt corrective action framework. Okay, so prompt corrective action is a framework, and the full form of this PCA is prompt corrective action. Okay, so this is your answer, that is prompt corrective action. A is your answer. Okay, and this RBI said the new set of provisions is effective from 1st April based on the financial of each bank as of March 2017 and override the existing PCA framework. It also said that the new framework will be reviewed after every 3 years. So your answer is A. Which company has partnered with the Genesis Luxury for payment gateway in India? So let's see the news. Digital wallet player, that is Paytm, has partnered with the luxury brand distributor, that is Genesis Luxury in India, which marks and distributes global luxury and premium brands in the country. And this would allow users to scan the code, that is store QR code, and pay using the balance on their Paytm wallet. So your answer is PayATM. And Paytm is founded by Vijay Sharma. As I told you before also that he came into the 100 most influential people of the world in 2017, released by Time magazine and with the PM Modi. Which company has launched Arrow app for local services in India? So Google has launched an app named Arrow in India to cater to restaurant delivery and home services. And this is the first time that Google is entering into the business of food delivery and home services in India. Okay, so your answer is Google. Google is the company which launches Arrow for hyper-local solutions or the services in India. What is India's growth forecast for the financial year 2017 according to the World Bank? So friends, if we talk about the growth rate, then you need to remember the two important agencies, okay, which release the forecast growth rate. First is the World Bank and second is the IMF. Okay, so let's see the news first. A World Bank report said that the India economy is expected to grow from 6.8 in 2016 to 7.2 by 2017. Okay, and it is further going to expand its momentum by 2019. Okay, so your answer is 7.2. India, according to the World Bank, India grows 6.8% in 2016 and going to grow by 7.2% by 2017. And they report that South Asia remains the fastest growing region in the world, and your answer is B, 7.2 according to the World Bank. Okay, according to the World Bank. What is India's growth forecast for the financial year 2018 according to the IMF? So as I told you before, you need to remember the forecast rate released by the World Bank and IMF. Okay, so in 2017, World Bank said that India will going to grow by 7.2%, and now let's see from the IMF point of view. So IMF pegs India's growth at 7.2% in financial year 2018, ahead of China 6.6%. So according to the IMF, India is going to grow by 6.8% in 2017. Okay, so according to them, India will going to grow by 6.8%, and in 2018, India will going to increase by 7.2%, and in 2019, okay, India will going to increase by 7.7%. So this is a data which is released by IMF. Okay, so according to them, if we see 2018, then India will going to increase by 7.2%. So your answer is B, that is 7.2%. In which city RBI has recently opened a new banking ombudsman office? Okay, so what is this ombudsman, friends? This ombudsman is an official appointment to investigate individuals' complaints against a company or organization, especially a public authority. Okay, so let's see the news. RBI has opened a new ombudsman office in Jammu as a part of their effort to expand public grievances complaint cells across the country. And they are also announced opening a new office in Raipur also to look into the grievances of the residents and entities in Chhattisgarh, while relieving the Bhopal office of the job of the state banking ombudsman. Okay, previously it was in New Delhi, so they are going to open in Jammu also and in Raipur also. So your answer is D, that is A and B. So now let's see another question, that is RBI has inked a supervisory cooperation pact with the Royal Monetary Authority of Dash for information sharing. So one of our central bank, that is the RBI, okay, signed an supervisory cooperation pact with the Royal Monetary Authority of one of our neighboring nation for information sharing. So let's see the news. RBI has inked a supervisory cooperation pact with the Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan for information sharing. Okay, they signed a MOU with the Bhutan Bank. So your answer is, that is B, Bhutan. Which is India's most valued PSU firm in terms of market valuation? So let's see the news. Recently, SBI beats ONGC to become the most valued PSU firm in market cap. Okay, so RBI surpassed ONGC to become the country's most valued state-owned firm in terms of market valuation. Okay, their market valuation is of 235,307.51 crore, and this is India's largest PSU in terms of MCAP. So your answer is SBI. Which company has tied up with the ISRO to develop low-cost lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles? So this is also a very important question, friends. ISRO and BHEL, that is BHEL, ties up for the lithium batteries to have payback agreements. Okay, so they want to provide this low-cost lithium batteries for electric vehicles. So that's why they are working together, and BHEL will be set up a production plant, while ISRO will provide support for scale-up, joint effort in cost optimization, research and development for alternate chemistry and payback commitment. So your answer is B, that is BHEL. Which is India's first CII IGBC platinum rating company? So let's see the news. ICICI Bank data center in Hyderabad gained the unique distinction of becoming India's first platinum rated project to be rated under IGBC Green Data Center Rating System. Okay, and that will going to facilitate in providing tangible and intangible benefits. Okay, and what is these intangible and tangible benefits, friends? Okay, there are some things that you need to remember from the tangible and intangible. If we see the tangible benefits, like 20 to 25% reduction in the power usage effectiveness, 30% reduction in the power consumptions. And if we talk about the intangible benefits, that include enhanced air quality, excellent daylighting, health and well-being of the staff operating such facilities. So your answer is A, that is ICICI Bank. Rajasthan government has signed a fresh MOU of rupees dash crore with Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited for an oil refinery in Barmer. So this is also very important question, because this is the first BS6 fuel. Okay, according to the Bharat Stage 6 standards, they made this refinery. They are going to make this refinery. Okay, and this is going to be set up in Barmer in Rajasthan. And let's see the news. The Rajasthan government has inked a fresh MOU of 43,129 crore with HPCL for an oil refinery in Barmer district, which will produce BS6 fuel. The state government will have 26% stake in the refinery project, while HPCL will have the rest shareholding. So your answer is 43,129 crore. Which company recently launched a fintech partnership in India? So Nomura launches fintech partnership in India. It is a Japanese financial major, Nomura, has launched a Voyager Nomura fintech partnership in India. So your answer is C. C is your answer. Global economy will grow by 3.5% in 2017 according to the International Monetary Fund predicts. Okay, so previously in 2016 world economy grew by the 3.1%, and in this year they will be going to increase by 3.5%. Okay, so these are the two important things that you need to remember. Dr. Govind and Ganga is the governor of which country's central bank? So the RBI has announced the signing of MOU with the Bank of Guyana on supervisory cooperation and exchange of supervisory information. Okay, so India signed MOU with the Bank of Guyana, and he is a governor of Bank of Guyana. So your answer is B. Okay, and this Guyana is a sovereign state on the northern mainland of the South America, and however included in the Caribbean region due to the strong cultural, historical and the political ties with the other Caribbean countries and the Caribbean community. And it is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean, Brazil, Suriname, Venezuela. Okay, and this is the fourth smallest country on the South America after Uruguay, Suriname and French Guiana. Okay, so you need to remember the location of this Guyana also, and your answer is B. Which one of the following NBFC has been converted to the small finance bank? So recently AU Financiers has converted itself to a small finance bank from a NBFC, that is a non-banking finance company, changing its name to the AU Small Finance Bank. So your answer is AU Finance, and they started their operation, they started their business from commercial and personal vehicle loans, micro and small medium enterprises loans and SME loans, and right now they converted itself to a small finance bank. Which is the India's most valued firm by market capitalization? So the Mukesh Ambani led Reliance Industries has regained its status as India's most valued firm by market capitalizations, overtaking Tata Group Crown Jewelry, that is TCS. So your answer is Reliance Industries Limited. Now let's see some appointments question. Who has been appointed as a new Financial Commissioner of Railways? So Mohapatra, B.N. Mohapatra takes over as a new Financial Commissioner of Railways. So your answer is D. Who is the new MD and CEO of LIC Housing Finance? Vinay Seh is the new MD and CEO of LIC Finance, and he come in a place of Sunita Sharma, who has been promoted as MD of LIC. Okay, we covered this story in the previous second week of April current affair, and right now Vinay Seh is the new MD and CEO of LIC Housing Finance. So your answer is A. Now let's see some awards question. Who has been awarded with the 6th MS Swaminathan Award? Okay, Swaminathan is a person who is known as the father of the Green Revolution in India, and by his name, okay, someone got this award right now, and this is the 6th prestigious MS Swaminathan Award given to the Hanichal. Okay, he is a chairperson of the Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmer Rights Authority, and he got in the field of agriculture as it was given, and the full name is R.R. Hanchinal. So your answer is A, that is R.R. Hanchinal is the person who got this award. Which company has won Hindustan PSU Award under fastest growing organization Mini Ratna category? So BEML bags Hindustan PSU Award. It is a defense sector company, has received the Hindustan PSU Award under the category of fastest growing organization in Mini Ratna category. Okay, and what is the full form of this? That is a Bharat Earth Movers Limited. It is known as the BEML. It is a public sector PSU undertaking with the headquarters in Bangalore, and it manufactures a variety of heavy equipment such as earth moving, transport and mining equipments. So your answer is A. Shambhavi Puraskar for Hari Shankar Rout. So a prestigious Shambhavi Puraskar 2017 was given to Hari Shankar Rout for his outstanding contribution towards social change. Who has won UNESCO Peace Prize 2017? So Italian mayor, that is Nicoloni, wins UNESCO Peace Prize for his contribution to save the life of migrants and refugees, and he is an open supporter or a defender of refugees and migrant rights. So your answer is B, and she is from Italy. Which one of the following has been awarded with the 75 Master Dinanand Mangeshwar Award? So let's say news actor Amir Khan and the cricket icon, that is Kapil Dev, will receive the 75th Master Dinanand Mangeshwar Award. Okay, and Khan will honored with the Vihesh Puraskar for Best Film Dangal, while Dev for his outstanding contribution to the Indian cricketer. Okay, another one who got this award is the legendary actress, that is the Vijayanti Mala, who will be honored with the Master Dinanand Vihesh Puraskar for his achievement in Hindi cinema. So your answer is Amir Khan also and Kapil Dev also. Which company recently won Golden Peacock Award? So the Gujarat Narmada Valley Fertilizers and Chemical Limited, that is GNFC, won the prestigious Golden Peacock Award in the category of innovative products for pioneering a cashless township transformation model. Because of this service, they got this award. So your answer is A, that is GNFC. Now let's see some sports news. Let's see the first question from the sports category. Who has won Asian Billiards Championship 2017 title? So 16-time world champion, that is Pankaj Advani, won the 7th Asian title by defeating Saurabh Kothare 6-3 in an entertaining final of the Asian Billiards Championship in Chandigarh. And this is his 6th Asian Billiards and 7th overall Asian Championship. Okay, so your answer is Pankaj Advani, who is a 16-time world champion. Okay, so your answer is A. Who has won Super Series title at Singapore Open Badminton? So Indian shuttler, that is B Sai Praneeth. Okay, B Sai Praneeth clinched his maiden Super Series title at the Singapore Open after defeating K Shrikant, who is also from India. Okay, and this is his first event, and your answer is C, that is Sai Praneeth. And Praneeth, who ranked world 30, has also won the Canada Open Grand Prix last year and reached the Syed Modi Grand Prix Gold Final in this year, and this award, that is the Singapore Open, won by him. Who has won Bahrain Grand Prix 2017? Okay, so this is a former Formula 1 F1 championship, and which won by Sebastian Vettel, that is who is a Ferrari racer, who is from the Ferrari team. So Sebastian Vettel claimed a well-judged victory for Ferrari in the Bahrain Grand Prix for his second win of the season. He is 29-year-old, 4-time champion, came home 7 seconds ahead of 3-time champion Lewis Hamilton of Mercedes. So your answer is A, that is Sebastian Vettel. Video gaming will be introduced in which one of the following year's Asian Games? So video gaming will be going to introduce in the Asian Games. So the year from which this game, that is video gaming, will be included in the Asian Games is from 2022. Okay, so your answer is C, that is 2022. This video gaming will be included in the Asian Games. And this 2018 Asian Games will be conducted in Indonesia. And the major event, that is the 2022 Asian Games, will be going to be conducted in China. Okay, so this is 2018 Asian Games. First of all, it is in Indonesia, and in 2022 it will be conducted in China. So let's see another question. Who is the first visually impaired Indian runner to complete Boston Marathon? Okay, another very important question, because he is the first person from the India who completed this race. So Bangalore-based Sagar Baheti has become the first visually impaired Indian runner to complete the historic Boston Marathon, the world's oldest, most competitive and the hardest marathon to qualify for. So Baheti traveled to the US and became the first visually impaired Indian to participate in the famous marathon. He completed 42 kilometers in just 4 hours. Okay, so he became the inspiration for the different people who are visually impaired. So your answer is Vishal. Your answer is A, that is Sagar Baheti. Now let's see some death questions. Girish Chandra Saxena passed away recently. He was a former governor of which state? So he was a former governor of J&K from 1990 to the 1993. Okay, so your answer is J&K. World oldest person Emma Moreno passed away recently at the age of 117. She was from which country? So let's see the news. The world oldest person Emma has died at the age of 117 in her home in northern Italy. So she is from Italy, and she was also believed to be in the last surviving person in the world who was born in the 18. So your answer is Italy. Nora Chopra passed away recently. Who he was? So he was a famous journalist, friends. So your answer is D. So friends, these are the important content from the third week of the April. So hope you will like it and you will subscribe us. So friends, thank you and all the best for upcoming exam.